Guys, today's a big day. What is it? March 9th, 2017.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday. And we're heading to the Tesla Service Center in North Houston to pick up Russell's Model S. How does it feel?
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do?
Real brief history. So this is a few months ago. Russell has nothing to do with the Tesla world. I've owned my Tesla for about 4 or 5 months at that time. And I run into him and another one of my friends at work, and I said, hey guys, you guys want to come check out my Tesla? And what did you say to me?
Nope. I said, no, I'm going to pass this time because I know. So I'm in IT. And Tesla, I knew just enough that it was the most technically advanced car. So I knew with my addictive personality, there's no way I can go look at it. I'd be too tempted.
So
no.
The first time was a no. And then something similar happened again where I run into him. I was like, guys, you really got to come check out this car. It's really cool. So we do go out there into the garage, and Russell and another one of our friends, they go all throughout the car. We don't do a test drive. I think you guys just saw it.
Yeah.
But what I noticed that was really funny is Russell gets real quiet when he's either super excited about something. And I've never seen this kid this quiet before. And I saw the wheels start turning at that moment. And I want to say maybe like 3 weeks later, I get this random email from Russell, and it says, I actually pulled it up because I had to track my memory. It said, I've been researching Tesla and watching Elon Musk /Tesla/EV documentaries for 5 days now. You're a bad influence.
Yeah.
So I think that's really when things started to spiral down for Russell. So after that moment, I mean, you were basically online.
I mean,
researching.
I watched every Elon Musk video, all the National Geographics, super factories or mega factories. I listened to all the podcasts. I read his book.
At this moment, are you thinking I'm going to buy a Tesla?
Yeah, it became an if, or it became less of an if and more of a when.
Okay.
So fast forward like a month or two, I get an email from Jill from Tesla saying, hey, let me back up. So December 31st was the last day of the free superchargers.
Oh yeah.
And it was already past that, and I said, now I can slow down. There's no reason to hurry because that's over. January 15th is a Sunday. I'm at a restaurant by myself eating lunch. I thought, maybe I'll walk around Best Buy, hang out, go home, throw on pajamas. I get a text from Jill that says, hey, today's the last day of the supercharger, because they had extended it for 2 weeks to January 15th.
Yeah.
Hey, today's the last day, just wanted to let you know. And I texted her back and said, are you working today? She said, yes. And I said, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And went to Tesla. And
kind of an impulse buy.
It was a researched, planned impulse buy.
Yeah. So then as soon as he drops down the deposit, we start texting back and forth about all the options. For those of you that have bought a Tesla before, I think they give you a week or 2 week.
It's 1 week.
So
you
1
have
week?
7 days from the time that you reserve it, you can make changes.
Yeah.
And I made about 100 changes. I was going back and forth on the kilowatt hour battery and the options, and kind of bouncing off him, trying to get what his experience is.
And I, at this point, I'd owned my Model S for about 5 or 6 months, so I definitely knew. For instance, for example, the sunroof, the panoramic sunroof. I think you originally were gonna get that, and I told him, I'm like, man, besides showing off to people and showing them how I can open it, I honestly do not use this day to day.
Yeah, and actually, that one I was gonna do the all glass anyway, because the last, take for example, this Land Rover has 3 sunroofs. My last 5 cars have had sunroofs. I never use the sunroof, so I didn't have any plan of getting it. And plus, it costs more for something that I wouldn't use. So.
I'm actually really excited to see that on your vehicle, because I don't think I've seen the all-glass roof on a Tesla yet.
Yeah.
Every time I run by the Tesla store, I ask them, I'm like, hey, can I see an example? And again, the all-glass roof, they don't have that center paneling like this, right? Like, it's all just glass, so I'm really excited to see what that looks like. So for a week, I felt like I was actively involved in this process, because we were texting back and forth about, hey, from my own experience, I was telling another example I'll bring up is the upgraded sound system. Russell ended up going with that because I think originally you weren't going to go down that route. And I was telling him, I'm like, man, that's the one thing in my car, like, even when you turn it up to that, 10 or 11 volume, you just, there isn't quite that bass. Yeah. Especially if you're really into it.
And that was kind of proven when we went from testing in your car and then when we had that Model X P90D.
That's right.
And comparing them side by side, it's a huge difference.
Yeah. So you do that option. I think is it $2,000, $2,500 upgrade. It's a premium sound upgrade. Yeah. But I think it's well worth it. So that's another thing that I'm super excited about. But do you want to tell our viewers generally what you ended up getting? I mean, they'll see it here in a little bit.
Yeah. So I got the what is it? The silver metallic sapphire midnight metallic silver, whatever. I got the 21-inch gray turbines. I got the upgraded sound system. I did both the autopilot and the self-driving. I did the upgrade to the premium seats. I did everything except for the rear-facing seats and the air suspension. Yeah. And I went with the 60D since all of the batteries from now forward are all 75 kilowatt minimum. So even the 60s are just software unlocked. So I have a short commute, and it wasn't worth $6,000 or whatever it is to get an extra 30 miles of range.
You can unlock it anytime you want. Yeah. I mean, there's a 75 kilowatt hour battery in the car.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that I think you made the right choice because you could essentially charge to 100.
I can charge to 100%
every day. Yeah.
So.
On my car, I started with the 70D and then upgraded to a 75D, and I charge mine to 90%.
Yeah.
So it's at full capacity of whatever the battery is in there. So yeah, exciting. I think it's basically the next exit.
Yeah.
So this is Russell's last drive in his Range Rover. Yeah. He's switching from a huge SUV to a Model S.
My dog's not going to be happy about it.
But you're upgrading to a car that's essentially
I just have to teach him to tuck his head as the rear tailgate goes down.
We definitely need to make a video on that as well.
Yeah. So next shot of the video will be at Tesla. So we'll see you in a minute.
Cool. Hope you guys enjoy.
All the videos you see of the Tesla plant, and they're very similar with the reds and the clean white board.
T-minus what? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
What's going on through your head? Blank?
I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm excited. I'm excited to get behind the wheel. It's been a long wait. So.
How long has it been?
January 15th, so just under 3 months. So just under 3 months, I guess.
Cool. So you put your deposit down January 15th.
Yeah. And it's March 9th.
March 9th.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
How was the status, or whatever your status changed to your cars in?
Well, what's weird is that when you first do it, you get the 1 week to make the changes, and then the status changes to it's scheduled for production, and that's when it sources all the parts. Mm-hmm. And then it goes into your cars in production. And from what I had read on like Teslarati and all those, they said 2 to 3 days that you have available. It was in there for almost 2 weeks in the production phase, and that was during they were down for a whole week to do the Model 3 testing. So it was in production, and then I got a call from the service specialist saying, hey, your car is done, it's on its way to Houston, and it still said in production.
Oh, wow.
So it didn't. So you can't keep track of that, and the emails were not in line with the website. So
I do remember, I think it was a couple of days ago, you texted me in the morning and you said sometime next week on Monday or something, and then you texted a few hours later and said it's here.
Yeah. So I was actually up here getting the appraisal on my Land Rover.
Yeah.
And they said, I called and said, hey, well, can we schedule for next Wednesday? And she goes, actually, it's here. It's here right now.
And did your heart just drop, or?
It did. I think I was in the middle of a conversation with somebody else as I'm reading this email.
Yeah.
I was just like, give me 1 second.
I need a breather. I need a breather. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow.
Feel free to open it up, look around, make sure everything's okay. It should be on.
Wow.
Now you get like the tingly.
Wow, that looks so good. Dude, that gray on gray is sick.
See the all glass.
Oh my, I've never seen that.
Thank God. I haven't had one since December. I've been waiting for one in all glass roof.
Oh yeah.
Me too. I haven't seen. Oh my gosh, that is insane.
It's huge.
They're really pretty, especially when it rains.
Oh yeah.
That is so crazy. This is the first time even I'm seeing it. I've got to.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't. As soon as we get one, they go.
Oh really?
We don't even get them as demo cars anymore.
That is so cool.
They don't hold one lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That looks right.
All right, perfect. Then the fun part. We're gonna grab one key.
I see the key. Oh my god, it smells so good in here.
All right, up here. So you have your main screen, apps, and your quick links, lock and unlock, charging. We do recommend keeping it at 90% most of the time.
Okay.
Home link. If you have a garage or a gate that you can attach to, just type in the name, hit create home link, and it's a step-by-step. It's super easy.
Okay.
Driver profile. So we're gonna officially make this your car.
Okay.
So you're gonna type in your name, create profile, Then you're going to adjust your seat, steering wheel, and mirrors.
Okay.
Alright, so once you're done with that, you're going to hit the save button, and every time you adjust, it's going to pop up with that save button.
Okay.
So, right now we're not going to do it, but you do have the option of linking to your key fob. Which
okay.
you probably shouldn't have too much of a problem
Yeah.
with, but in the case that you do have the option. Release notes. So we did just do an update, and it was a really, really big one.
Oh, good.
So parallel parking, you have auto steer, side collision warnings, enhanced autopilot is finally now on.
Nice.
Over here, your Bluetooth. Do you have your phone in the car with you?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna set that up.
Alright, so we are in my new Tesla. It hasn't sunk in yet.
I can tell in your
I just
face.
have this real, like, when do I have to return this petrol?
What'd you think of the whole experience?
It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing to it. I mean, it was a really short process. I think I spent more time walking around and checking every little thing to make sure it was working than I did the actual signing and explanation.
I still can't get over the all glass roof.
Man.
It's insane. Like I personally hadn't seen one of these yet.
Yeah.
It is incredible, and I think for the people that are in the back, it's going to be quite an experience.
Yeah.
It is unreal. I've got the moonroof in my car, but this is something totally different. Getting rid of that center panel is pretty crazy. But yeah, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
You're a Tesla owner.
The Tesla Geeks are complete.
Yes. High five.
Alright, so I think that's it for tonight before it gets too dark. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends.
And many, many more videos to come.
Yeah.
Both Tesla Geeks have Teslas now.
Yeah.
So we're going to be geeking out, reviewing different parts of the car, testing things out for you guys. And yeah, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Later.